Good morning from Yogyakarta. We just arrived at the airport. There are several options to get downtown. The fastest one is actually by train. It only takes 40 minutes, but you need to get the tickets in advance because now it's 11 o'clock and the next available ticket is only at 1:30.
So we had some time to explore the airport, which is actually brand new and quite pretty. However, I was more excited to finally get to Yogyakarta, a city I had last visited about 10 years ago, and I was so excited to see how it changed.
Yogyakarta, one of Indonesia's most famous cities, which we're going to be exploring for the next 3 days, and we're going to do everything else than what you expect. Usually Yogyakarta is famous for Borobudur and Prambanan Temple.
But instead we're going to be leaving the city to visit Mount Merapi, where a volcanic eruption destroyed multiple villages about 13 years ago.
We're going to explore the local cuisine and show you some of the most amazing Indonesian dishes. Let's get started.
And off we went to Malioboro Street, which is famous for its batik art, a traditional technique of coloring cloth using wax to create these beautiful and colorful patterns. However, we came for the delicious Indonesian food and we started with one of my favorites.
We have two Indonesian staples, mie ayam and bakso. Mie ayam is really good chicken noodle soup and bakso is Indonesian style meatballs, which are very chewy, and there's noodles in there as well.
Mie ayam often comes with pangsit goreng, which are the fried chicken crackers you can see on top.
My favorite. We paid about €3 for everything and it was delicious. The perfect place to end the night with a lot of Indonesian snacks is Teras Malioboro. Here you find a lot of small shops with all different types of snacks and drinks. Everything in one place, so it's perfect to try out as many things as you like.
In addition to food and snacks, you can also find some street art at Malioboro Street, or you could engage in some serious people watching.
Corn and nut, 10,000 rupiah, maybe $1. That's still hot.
So these actually steamed peanuts, not roasted. And they taste a bit like potato, yeah?
Yeah. Really nice.
If you want to spend the night like the locals, I think this is the place to go. We're right next to the alun-alun, and I think half of Yogyakarta is having a Friday night snack here.
So of course we joined for a quick drink before heading back to our accommodation, because the next morning we didn't just have a delicious breakfast, but we also went to Mount Merapi.
We made it to Mount Merapi and we're currently at Kali Aden Bunker, which is quite tiny, and usually you would have an amazing view of Mount Merapi from here. Today you have an amazing view of the clouds in front of Mount Merapi. Mount Merapi is an active volcano and it erupted in 2010, killing more than 100 people, and here we can actually see one of the lava streams that came down the volcano. And it's kind of special to be here because we were actually here in 2010 when the volcano erupted, but I've never actually seen the outcome. So it's really interesting but also kind of scary to see what happened back then. We walked about 10 minutes to the Bahmarijan Museum. He was a local leader who passed away during the eruption in 2010, and here you can learn about the history of the volcanic eruption back then. So we're gonna have a look. This car was hit by a volcanic cloud and burned down. when it was trying to evacuate some more citizens who were still up on the hill. And yeah, unfortunately, the people who drove back up to save more people also passed away back then. It's really strange to be here because I still remember back in 2010 the ash rain and everything being covered in white ash. It looked like snow, but like only a couple of kilometers away, like villages were burned down. It's really scary. Our final stop was the Ulen Sentalu Museum, and the architecture is really cool.
I wasn't allowed to take pictures inside of the museum, but we did learn a lot about the history of the royal families of Yogyakarta and Solo. Then we made our way back to Yogyakarta for some delicious nasi goreng and nasi gudeg. This is Yogyakarta's most famous dish, and it's made out of jackfruit.
This is the jackfruit, and it's kind of interesting because you can use it as a vegetable and a fruit. So in Indonesia they use it as a vegetable when it's still young, and they make it into gudeg, and when it's already ripe it's jackfruit.
As a dessert, I can highly recommend Jeko donuts because they make the best donuts in Indonesia, in my opinion.
That was our last night in Yogyakarta, but what's my impression after coming back to Jogja for the first time in 10 years? I remember Yogyakarta being super busy, especially around Jalan Malioboro, and it still is nowadays, but I also felt like it's way more organized. The walkways were in really good shape, it was really clean as well. I was really positively surprised by how the city has changed and improved. I can highly recommend everyone to visit Yogyakarta. Great city, great culture, great food, and just a real adventure. I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, please leave a like. Let me know what cities you would like to visit in Indonesia. In the next video, we're going to try out village life with our in-laws in Temanggung. That's going to be a fun video. If you want to see that, please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!